As a brain doctor, eat blueberries every day to prevent heart attack and stroke. Do you know what happens to your heart and brain if you eat blueberries every day? They're not some expensive or magical superfood, but just one small cup of blueberries daily can help improve memory, cleanse blood vessel walls, reduce inflammation, stabilize blood pressure, and most importantly, lower your risk of heart attack and stroke in a natural, safe, and long-lasting way. In this video, I'll share with you 10 science-backed benefits of blueberries and explain why this simple habit can have such a profound impact on your health after age 50. Here's the surprising part. To protect your heart and brain, you don't start with the heart or brain. You start with the gut, where micronutrients are processed, inflammation is regulated, and key hormones are balanced. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help improve blood vessel elasticity, support healthy gut bacteria, and reduce systemic inflammation, a root cause of many cardiovascular and neurodegenerative diseases. It's a small step with a big impact, one that could help keep your heart strong, your mind sharp, and your body more resilient with each passing year. Your gut doesn't just affect digestion. It's deeply connected to your emotions, immune system, daily energy, and yes, even to the root causes of heart disease and stroke.
When your gut isn't healthy, bad bacteria grow out of control. The gut lining weakens and toxins leak into the bloodstream. This is known as leaky gut. According to several studies, this quiet breakdown can cause chronic inflammation, mess with cholesterol, and silently trigger the symptoms that lead to a heart attack or stroke. If you've been feeling tired for no reason, bloated all the time, sleeping poorly, or just snappier than usual, the problem might not be your heart, liver, or nerves. It might be your gut. And that's where blueberries come in. Blueberries, yes, even the ones you see growing on a bush in your backyard or frozen blueberries at your local store, are one of the most researched fruits out there. Not because they're trendy, but because they're simple, accessible, and full of natural fiber and antioxidants. These compounds feed the good bacteria in your gut, soothe the intestinal lining, and help rebuild your gut barrier. Over time, that can lead to less inflammation, better nutrient absorption, and lower risk of heart attack and stroke. Let me tell you about Walter. He was a retired firefighter. After he left the job, things felt off. He felt heavier, bloated after meals, had trouble sleeping through the night, and occasionally his heart would race without warning.
He tried probiotics, then celery juice every morning, then cutting out carbs for weeks. Each attempt ended in frustration. Either it made him feel worse or nothing changed. Eventually, he started thinking maybe this was just aging catching up with him. Finally, he tried something simple. He added a small handful of blueberries to his breakfast every day. Not because he expected a miracle, but because he read that a healthy gut could help reduce inflammation and support more stable heart function. He didn't notice anything right away, but slowly, things shifted. His stomach felt lighter. His mood was calmer. He started sleeping through the night again. And most of all, he stopped worrying every time he climbed stairs or carried groceries because his body just felt more in sync. Blueberries won't replace your meds, but when eaten consistently as part of a balanced lifestyle, they can help calm your gut, reduce inflammation, and support a healthier heart and brain. So whether it's a handful of frozen blueberries in your smoothie, a bowl of fresh ones from your local farmer's market, or even a blueberry on a bush in your own garden, one small habit might help protect you from something big.
A lot of people think inflammation is no big deal. maybe just a little joint pain or mild swelling. But when inflammation lingers inside the body, quietly, day after day, it can be one of the hidden causes behind serious conditions like diabetes, memory loss, stroke, and even heart attack. Doctors call it chronic low-grade systemic inflammation. It damages your blood vessels, messes with your cholesterol, and leads to plaque buildup in your arteries. In other words, long-term inflammation is one of the leading causes of heart attack and stroke, especially as we age. And that's exactly where blueberries come in. Blueberries are rich in powerful antioxidants like anthocyanins, natural compounds that, according to several studies, may help calm inflammation and help your body self-regulate without the need for heavy medications. Now let's talk about memory. After 60, it's not uncommon to forget where you left the keys. Then it becomes forgetting names or losing your train of thought mid-sentence. Many people brush it off as just part of getting older. But truth is, those small memory slips could be early signs of cognitive decline. And when the brain starts to slow down, everything else feels harder too.
You might find it harder to sleep, easier to get confused, more anxious for no reason, and unfortunately, your risk of stroke and heart attack also goes up. Because memory loss and vascular inflammation often go hand in hand. Now, blueberries won't turn back time, but when they're part of a healthy daily routine, they can support better blood flow to the brain, help reduce inflammation in your arteries, and gently slow down the decline in memory. So if something as simple as eating blueberries every day can help you stay sharper, remember your promises to your grandkids, and still feel like yourself, then maybe it's a habit worth keeping for the rest of your life. Not just to live longer, but to truly enjoy the moments that are left. Before we move on to the next benefit, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. That way, you'll never miss videos like this, packed with real, practical information to help you stay healthy and in control.
For many people over 60, a urinary tract infection, or UTI, isn't just an inconvenience. It means waking up multiple times a night, that constant burning feeling, and sometimes a quiet fear that something deeper might be going wrong inside. Some seniors end up on round after round of antibiotics every few months because the infection just keeps coming back. But here's what's even more worrying. Chronic inflammation in the urinary system contributes to oxidative stress throughout the entire body. And oxidative stress is a key factor in vascular inflammation, high blood pressure, and yes, even heart attack and stroke, especially if left unmanaged. So protecting your urinary tract isn't just about comfort. It's about protecting your heart, your brain, and your peace of mind. And out of all the foods that have been studied for natural support, blueberries stand out.
I have a friend named Linda. She's the kind of person who's always careful and clean, but still, she got UTIs 6 times in 1 year. The doctor gave her antibiotics. They worked until they didn't. The infection would come back just a few weeks later. She tried cranberry juice. Helped a little at first, but the symptoms returned. She tried probiotics. Some short-term relief, then nothing. She even drank more water, but then spent all night waking up to use the bathroom and couldn't sleep. Finally, a friend who studied nutrition told her, "Forget the sugary juices. Just try eating fresh blueberries every day." At first, Linda didn't expect much, but after a few weeks, she noticed something. The discomfort in her lower belly was gone. The nighttime trips to the bathroom were fewer. And for the first time in months, she slept through the night without getting up. Even more importantly, she hasn't needed another round of antibiotics since. Science now confirms it. Blueberries contain compounds that help block E. coli, the bacteria behind over 90% of all UTIs.
A small fall can break a hip. A simple slip in the bathroom can land you in the hospital for weeks. And the sad truth is, many people never fully recover after a major fracture. Osteoporosis doesn't show signs right away. It slowly weakens your bones from the inside. That's why many geriatric doctors say prevention starts early. Don't wait until something breaks. And surprisingly, blueberries, when eaten daily, may help support stronger bones over time. Not by dumping calcium into your body, but by gently activating your body's natural ability to absorb nutrients and build bone strength. Let me tell you about Robert. He used to love gardening, but in the last few years, even pulling a few weeds made his lower back ache.